Steve Pate Sr., 84, of Troy, Illinois, passed away at 6 p.m. on Monday, March 4th, 2024, in Liberty Village Nursing Home in Maryville, Illinois, surrounded by his loving wife and children. He was born September 8, 1939, to Lloyd and Ethel Ricken Pate in East St. Louis, Illinois. Steve worked as a tool and die maker at Marsh Stencil in Belleville, Illinois, and was a member of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, District 9. On April 4, 1959, Steve married Sue Crow and she survives. Steve was a United States Navy veteran. He was a loving husband, father, and grandfather. Steve enjoyed his time at the Lake of the Ozarks and taking his family on rides on the pontoon boat, listening to Cajun music, and fishing. He loved watching the St. Louis Cardinals and was a member of the Troy Methodist Church in Troy, Illinois. Steve also enjoyed watching all of his grandchildren participate in various sporting events and other events that they participated in. Steve is survived by his loving wife of 64 years, Sue, 2 sons, Steve Pate Jr. and wife, Becky, and Paul Pate and his wife, Carolyn, and a daughter, Michelle Pate Noyes, and husband, Matt. 5 grandsons, Stephen Pate, Ian Pate, Gorman Pate, Michael Pate, and McGrady Noyes. 4 granddaughters, Elise Pate, Laura Pate, Maddie Noyes, and Morgan Noyes. Sister-in-law, June Dubler, brother-in-law, Richard Crow, and many nieces and nephews and cousins. He was preceded in death by his father and stepmother, Lloyd and Roanne Pate, his mother and stepfather, Ethel and Adam J. Smolik, and his sister, Jane Chen. Memorials may be made out to the Troy Methodist Church or Heartland Hospice and will be accepted at the church. Good morning, everyone. Now that I got that out of the way.
Glad you did.
That part was not written by me. Most of you know me, but if not, my name is Maddie Noyes. I am the 3rd youngest grandchild of Steve Pate, and it is my honor to share my thoughts about him with you today. I got to visit my papa for the last time. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. It's pretty early. Okay. On February 20th, 2024, on that visit, I sat in his recliner chair across from him at Liberty Village in Maryville and looked out the window for some birds like we normally did. As we both looked out the window, I told him all about school, running, and of course the videos that I'd been working on creating most recently. He assured me that I was a girl of many talents, and then he asked if I was also an artist. I'm in my head thinking, well, I'm no Bob Ross. I could trace a little bit, but then I thought of all the pictures that I used to draw at his kitchen table and then hung up on his fridge while he sipped his 4th black coffee of the day growing up. So I said, why sure, Papa, I could be an artist. He then said, okay, well then the next time you come see me, I want you to sit right there next to my window and color me a picture. Unfortunately, that was the last time I ever got to see my papa. So I felt I lost my opportunity to draw him a picture. However, that is what I would like to do for you today. I am here to fill your minds with a picture of the wonderful life of my papa as a gift back to him to fulfill the promise I made on February 20th. My papa was one hardworking man. He was the definition of everything in this life is earned. He was a tool and die worker, Navy veteran, father, grandfather, and his greatest accomplishment was being married to my mama for 64 years. Oh, and not to mention, he also had the best lawn on Country Lane. Papa was a pure ray of sunshine. He always wanted to see others succeed, and he was the first to tell you just how proud he was when you did. You could catch him at any sporting event, rooting on his grandchildren. Now, at these sporting events, he was probably easy to spot because he was always wearing that bright highlighter yellow sweater. If you're not sure which sweater I'm talking about, you probably don't know my papa because that was in his wardrobe rotation at least 4 days out of the week. And it was justified by the fact that they had a great deal on them at Walmart along with the donuts. Yellow was Papa's color. He loved it, and being his little sidekick, so did I. In elementary school, people would ask me my favorite color, and I'd say yellow because it's my Papa's favorite color. I always thought it was solely the color that I liked, but it wasn't about the color at all. It was the person, the light, and the memories that were associated with the color. Papa was colorblind. Really, really colorblind. So it's no surprise that yellow was his favorite, as he could see it the best. Yellow doesn't blend in with other colors, and it shines incredibly bright. John 1:4-5 says, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it." Papa had the light of Christ in him. While people don't go about their days staring at the light, they do look at what it shines upon. Although not everyone that knew my Papa looked to Christ, they looked at what Christ shined upon, which was my Papa. Papa demonstrated godly love and affection to all those around him and pointed others back to Christ by the way he lived his life. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends," which is what Papa did each and every day for his family, neighbors, and even strangers. My Papa was the biggest baseball fan known to man, so I only find it fitting that I share a quote from one of the most impactful players to the game of baseball, Jackie Robinson. Jackie once said, "A life is not important except the impact it has on others." We are all gathered here today because of the immense impact Papa had on each and every one of our lives. To know that someone that loved and cared for us all so well is now standing face to face with the one who loves and cares for us all the most is the most beautiful picture I can draw for your minds today. Let's use Papa's life and where he stands now as an encouragement. Encouragement to be the yellow. Encouragement to pick up your cross daily, point others to Jesus, and be the light that shines through the darkness. Let's all choose to be an artist and paint the picture for the world on who Christ is through how we live our lives and how we love, our actions, and our care for each other, just as Papa did each and every day. Thank you.